Hello and welcome to Boarding Party's Pokemon DnD campaign. Featuring Bentley Woods, CJ, Phoebe Wilheim, Milo Reuter, and D. Blackwater. I'm Drew, the Game Master for the Lyris region. Safe at last at the Roth Head Inn, the tots prepare for a much-needed rest. Now, if memory serves, and even if it doesn't, what we're going to do is the same thing I did for the other squad.
Okay.
Is we're going to say you have a night's rest ahead of you if you want to stay at Roth Head Inn. I believe that was the plan anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if you have anything you'd like to handle, take care of, deal with.
Let me think.
The only thing I would ask is if Neil had extra scraps of metal laying around. Just like maybe old sheets of metal or things like that.
Garbage.
Probably in the outside. There's a shed for ski repairing. There's not much out there though. It is also very snowy. But you are welcome to it if you can reach the shed.
Appreciate that, my dude. Probably not then.
I would just like to maybe do a little warm and polish on Titania's metal wings. It's cold. She did some fight. Clean her off.
Yeah.
And then attempt to maybe brush Mareep if it doesn't shock me. If it does, then I will refrain.
All right, give me a dexterity check.
Okay.
They're just combing through.
Pontiki can do it.
That's true.
Cute. Just a little hair comb.
Let me fail this and then we'll try that. 2.
Yeah, you break out a comb, and as you're kind of going through, it's just generating an incredible amount of static as you feel just this nice little as the comb kind of flies out of your hand. You're like,
Or is Pontiki out?
Yeah.
Because she could like absorb that and then like it could jump off and she could take
Oh,
it.
she's just gonna...
And then we could be like, oh.
Okay. Yeah, she can be nearby.
I'll allow it. Yeah, as Pontiki immediately perks up, she's like, and just kind of reaches out a hand as the spark is flying towards your finger and it redirects into her. As you're like, good save, little mouse. She's like, I know.
Would you like to brush Eunice? You don't have to, just...
She'll try.
Okay.
Okay.
It'll be a baby doing this, so...
Yeah, she just drags the comb through.
Yeah.
It's the same size as her.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Beautiful.
Just tufting Eunice out. So it's just incredibly floofy.
Heck yeah.
It looks like he's
It's
just
like-
landed in like the Bahamas.
Yeah.
So much humidity up here.
Oh my goodness. Jeez, guys, I'm used to the Arctic temperatures, not so much the humidity. I can say that. I had a retainer for so many years. Alright, so Pontiki will help you comb and fluff Eunice.
Beautiful.
Since I can't go get any scraps and stuff like that because D's not about that life right now, he'll open up his little logbook that he has for Mute, and he'll take down all the notes from what happened with like all the quick claws and stuff like that, and then kind of, I don't know if I can do like an insight check to kind of see how he's doing or what's going on, because he's a little cracked right now probably.
Yeah.
13.
Okay. Yeah, you're dead on the money. He is a little cracked right now. Just a little bit. Seems like even he's a little unnerved at how violent things may have gotten.
Okay. Yeah, after I kind of finish up my notes, I'll kind of just I'll crawl up into bed, and I'll kind of just like leave him there, and I'll kind of just scratch at his head until he passes out.
Okay. Yeah, he's just very methodically like cleaning off his hands and his claws of all the blood. Just very, very methodic and very kind of grossed out at the scene now that things have calmed down.
Yeah, I'll help him with that. Like I'll use I probably have like a rag in like my toolbox for like cleaning off the tools, so I'll use that to kind of.
Some turpentine.
Yeah.
Every time I do anything,
You hurt
My
yourself.
bones cracked. The shoulder one
slowly
was
falling.
so audible on the mic from like 3 sessions ago that went up. I was like, I literally can't cut it. It's in the middle of like exposition. It's just,
Oh my god.
but it was right into the microphone, so it picked up. It was like that
funny.
shoulder pop.
Ugh.
The last thing on my agenda is to continue the grooming session.
Mhm.
However, I want to like brush Arjan and maybe look at where the fire normally comes out on his back
Okay.
and see what's going on there, you know?
Yeah, let's get an investigation check for the Arjan back glands.
9.
9! Okay, as you look over Arjan's back, you see the 3 usual nozzles, for lack of a better word.
Okay.
Glands is probably a more accurate description.
Sure.
They usually produce oil that he then shoots out of his back to ignite into flames. The oil is still there. It's still like a slick surface on the back, but there's no ignition source anymore.
Gotcha.
He is still relatively warm to the touch as you bring him out and kind of brush his little tufty head. He seems like he's adjusting, kind of, but it's still... It would be like if you suddenly couldn't write.
Yeah.
You know, like I had this skill that I was good at, it was second nature, and now it's gone. So he seems a little bummed out, but...
I'll just have a chat with him that we're working on it.
Okay.
I'm gonna have BB and Machoke out.
And who?
Claremont.
Claremont, he's got a name.
I actually like that name.
Yeah. And do you want to describe Claremont's new accoutrement?
So they had suspender,
To hold
Like-
his Speedo.
Speedo, and then his work boots.
That's the exact reaction we got out of Jordan too. I didn't tell him the name. I just I
Oh,
said I got
okay.
the art commissions in. So he's got
Yo,
suspenders.
what?
He has suspenders on his speedo.
And a tool belt
He's a tool
and
belt.
his work boots.
And he has
I
steel-toed
love it.
boots.
Magic
He's
Mike
on
over
work.
here.
We're
Does
just
he
gonna get
vogue?
him just a series of like hard hats to just fling into an audience.
On
Some dollar bills sticking out of his tool belt.
BB's gonna become a DJ.
Hitmon beat.
oh god, I love it.
Okay, but anyways, you send out Claremont and BB.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we're all gonna do a workout together.
Okay.
Sick.
Just-
Yeah. Claremont just comes and goes, pow! Let's get it! This is Marky Mark! You're like, alright.
The little microphone. He's like, all right, everybody.
Pow!
He pulls out a Peloton from the Pokemon. He's like,
How are we feeling today?
Alright, gang, let's go! Let's get it!
William, I need you. And it, like drags it out. Like what?
How we doing, Poketon? You ready for our workout? Everyone's like, Phoebe, we're trying to sleep.
Just into the night.
You're like,
That's all
oh,
you guys
no.
do. You're like, what the hell?
You're like, what? What is that?
Phoebe's just gonna be ripped.
come out just yoked.
Yeah. Just cloud body with Phoebe's little head.
Ugh.
Okay.
Something to work towards, I guess.
So you do a workout into the evening.
Yeah. And then we'll rest up.
Okay.
I've also filled them in on like what we're doing.
Okay. Just to let them know. Hey, we're
Yeah.
heading up north, and
Yeah, it's
Claremont's
very
like,
cold. Everything's frozen. You'll probably need more than your Speedo.
oof. Ooh.
He just hands you a heat sealing oil to rub on his muscle.
He's just, ooh.
It's just icy hot. That's all it is.
Ooh, ooh. Runs down, just lays in the snow. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
God.
It burns, but it's also soothing. Okay.
If it burns, it's working.
Okay. The rest of the evening passes uneventfully, save for the whipping winds outside your window.
Okay.
Nothing too spooky. Your rests are not disturbed by nightmares or creatures of the deep. All is well. As the sun rises, who has the Poryphone? D. Very, very early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Shpking! Message arrives.
I didn't set my alarm for this time.
It's from the professor.
Oh.
Reading Xantha loud and clear. Great job. Didn't know you were headed that way. But we got a signal.
Glad I could help. Smiley face.
Alright.
100 emoji rocket ship.
There's a follow-up message.
Okay.
It's from Bentley. Heading into the canyon. If we don't report in 24 hours, we're probably dead. Please come get our bodies.
Jesus.
That's it. But yeah, so D, you were rudely awakened by your Poryphone.
Yeah, I'm gonna start kind of like getting my things together. Like D's already an early riser, but this is probably earlier than his early.
It's at like 5:30.
Okay, that's about the time he would try to get up, but given the circumstances of
Hiking
traversing,
and-
yeah, he's probably a little bit out of it. But yeah, he'll start packing his stuff up
Mhm.
and start jostling Mute to get him up, but I'll leave him rest a little bit longer.
Yeah, Mute says it was like... just rolls back over into the blankets. He takes all of them.
10 minutes, buddy, and then I'm gonna run out and I'm gonna start knocking on your guys' doors. I'm just gonna run down and go,
Okay. Yeah. As you go to knock on Gordo's door. Early riser.
yeah,
Aye.
you good?
I'll put the kettle on.
Okay.
And then he's like, no fire. I'll figure something out for breakfast.
That works.
As he clomps down the stairs loudly. As Malcolm just hovers out the door after him.
Nice.
Gross.
As Claremont is just kind of like leaning up against the wall going...
God.
Wall sits and
Yeah.
squats.
As BB's like, yeah, let's go. And Phoebe, you're like...
Guys, it's bedtime. A long time ago.
As Pontiki's like under the pillow, like... Do you have any idea what time it is? It is noon 30. I want to go back to sleep. Milo, I would imagine, being of the mailman profession, you're probably up and at him.
Yeah.
I'll
Yes.
leave that up to you.
Yes. Good morning.
Morning. I had a message from Bentley and CJ. No, show you the message on the phone.
I'll come out into the hall or whatever at this point.
Apparently they're heading into the canyon, and if we don't hear back from them in like 24 hours to head there and find their bodies. A little morbid. I'm assuming that's CJ's doing, but
What?
Yeah, I don't know if this is like a weird joke. Like, is there something inherently dangerous that they're confronting?
I don't know.
You just got this?
Like 2 minutes ago. And then I have another one from the professor. They set up the tower there in Xantha.
Oh.
So communication signals are a little bit better.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I'll start messaging back and I'll reply. A little morbid, but okay. Leaving for Ediola in the next hour.
If you don't hear from us in 24
If
hours.
you don't hear from us in 24 hours, they'll find our bodies too.
Leave for Etiola within the hour. If you don't hear from us.
Is it a typical session 24 hours?
Depends.
It just
No.
all depends.
We've had some where it's just one fight. That's like 2 minutes.
And
Sure.
we've also had we've had like 4 sessions since I've been here. That's one day. Like when we first got together in Nutri, that was all one day.
Right. Right.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So that does give us time. It's not like
cool.
we'd have to turn around.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
immediately-
if it was a legitimate threat and they're like, we're being chased by something and we're gonna die in 24 hours unless we get help, we couldn't even get there by then.
Right.
You couldn't even get your
Maybe.
car. Have you
Maybe.
been keeping up with the literature?
I mean, we walked a whole day just to get to here. From Fola.
bullet?
He's all gummed up. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, and the storm. Never
You're gonna
mind.
have to
It wouldn't
yeah.
work. It wouldn't work anyway.
He'll need to be degummed with peanut butter.
He'd have to hold Nubster and fly.
Yeah, that would be easy.
Yeah,
easy.
easy.
Positive
Cakewalk.
vibes.
Just get
So
Ponty
Atticus
to
will
cone with
carry
peanut
him
butter.
nearby. And then...
Each tusk.
Yeah.
And
All right.
Gordo's already awake. He's putting the kettle on, whatever that means.
Okay. Well, I guess we're getting ready to head out towards Etoile.
yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go pack up my stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab Mute.
All right. Yeah, he's just like, he's standing at the door, just wearing all the comforters. He's just.
You want back in the ball, buddy? Okay, and I'll tap him with the ball.
Okay. He's like holding onto the comforter as he goes in, and it's left outside.
I was gonna say, does he take the comforters?
That'd be funny.
Coziest Pokeball award?
But does the quick claw go in with him?
Mhm.
Okay.
No,
But sadly, down comforter is not a held item for a Pokemon. He's just.
It's a hold item for me.
Yeah, if he's asleep, he can't be harmed. He's immune to dark damage if he hides under the covers.
Perfect. I'll take it.
love it.
Okay. Yeah, so Mew goes back in the ball. You can hear the clanging around downstairs of one Gordo as he attempts to figure out how to make food with no fire. He eventually settles on some very frozen and hardened over beef jerky,
Oh.
just on plates.
Just rub the pot on the counter for like 30 minutes
just-
and create friction.
It's probably so cold you couldn't even do that.
Yeah.
With the ocean frozen,
Yeah,
like
that's fair.
Sucking on our jerky popsicles.
Ew.
jerky pop.
Yeah.
Meat flavor.
Salty.
Delicious.
God,
Yeah.
Just biting into glass, basically. Just
Yeah.
Just
I feel like-
shattering.
I feel like we live in
Yeah.
a world where that exists.
Are you looking this up?
Yeah.
what
Frozen
jerky?
jerky?
I'm just
Like a
gonna I'm
jerky
just
pop.
gonna search meat flavored
popsicle.
popsicle.
A meat
I
sickle?
guarantee that's a thing.
I know, that's
if
what I'm
it's-
saying.
If it's not, I'm gonna be mad.
I'm gonna let that autocorrect ride and
gonna-
see if that's a
I'm gonna
thing.
throw
There's
up.
no way that's real.
Is it a Pop Tart?
Yeah, ground beef Pop Tart.
Oh my god!
Wait, cooked or
That's
raw?
not. There's no way that's real.
Ah.
There's no way that's real. I think it's a meme, but the box is funny. It
Okay.
says,
Is that from the Cursed Foods Twitter?
Oh, dude, I actually got like chills to where I'm like,
swirled coagulated cow blood on top of a yummy baked crust surrounding a ground beef filling.
Alright, so that's breakfast for you as Gordo produces a ground beef Pop-Tart.
Oh my
I'd rather take a point of
God.
exhaustion than eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fair point, Diaz. He puts beef jerky out for you. It's meat. You're like,
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
You're
meat
like, no, good.
popsicles.
As
What?
Claremont's like,
I don't eat
Frozen
that,
beef
buddy.
raw. Oh,
he
it's
just
beef
kind of like
raw.
measures up your arms.
Lettuce.
Ooh.
Yeah, I eat lettuce.
Ooh.
Salad.
Ooh.
Huh? You want to grind?
Ooh.
What?
You want to grunt?
You want to grind it?
Oof.
The meat?
Oof.
What?
Him?
Grind me? Oh, I was like, what?
I'm so lost.
As he picks up the meat, he goes,
Hmm?
ooh,
Uh huh.
ooh, ooh.
Okay. He doesn't eat it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hungry. Yes.
Ooh.
We do have to figure that out.
I'll be okay. I can.
He's tiny. Yeah.
Egg.
Just crack that into a cup. Like, no, you don't understand. I don't eat that.
What do you eat?
Rip some of the siding off the house. Ooh.
There we go.
Yeah,
Yes,
bark, my favorite.
insulation. Love it.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Fiberglass.
Does Neil have anything? Like a
Oh,
frozen
Neil's like barely. He's like,
lettuce?
oh, you are early rices. Hello.
How you
Yeah.
doing, buddy?
Hello, hello.
Hmm.
Being up here in the mountains, do you know if there's any berries or natural substances that flourish in cold temperatures?
There are, but they might be buried. But if you have a way to disperse the snow or a shovel,
Yeah.
perhaps your large friend is Claymont's just like,
We also have a giant mammoth.
yeah.
Probably better fit for this. No offense, Claremont. It's cold. Do you want to open the door? Do you want to feel it? Sink.
Through the suspender strand.
Oh my god. Jesus.
Perfectly censored, as all things should be.
They just like come out.
I'm so sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Oh man.
Claremont, put those
Yeah.
away. You could poke someone's eye out.
Just turns out carves a hole in the wall. It's so cold in here. They're like diamonds.
Oh god.
Oh man. Woo. All right. But yes, as Claremont opens the door, all jokes aside,
Jeez.
there are 3 individuals outside,
Oh.
about to rap on the door with a rap tap tap. The first is a tall, stout man with a thick beard and a beanie and some skiing goggles. As he's about to knock on the door, Claremont just goes, ooh, ooh. Just holds a hand out. Shakes the man's hand. Ooh, ooh, ooh. As Claremont's there, just helping them with their bags.
Ushering them in.
They're like, oh, okay.
Maybe he'll get a tip.
Yeah, as they come walking in, they're like, this is a very dapper Machoke as a doorman here. However,
Uh-oh.
behind him, he said, a woman probably. I don't want to seem rude. She seems gently aged. Put it that way. Her
Like
face
fine
is,
wine.
Yes, her face is blushed red from the cold outside. She's wearing all white and has long white hair to match.
Whoa.
As she comes inside, she is followed by a younger girl in her probably late teens. As she walks in, the youngest has a small white growlithe with her, with sort of bluish white silvery fur. The 2 adults turn around and call back their Pokemon. One is a very, very large, same silvery grayish blue furred Arcanine that is very low to the ground, very sleek, and has very long tusks.
That's the guy.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, sorry, that is the gal.
That's the older lady.
Mm-hmm. The gal has that one. The guy calls back his Pokemon, which appears to be some sort of similar build but much more slender and stealthy looking cat, as he calls back his Pokemon. The 2 of them just sort of wordlessly enter and nod to both of you, as the youngest kind of comes in and just scoops up her Growlithe into her arms. She goes, "Hi, Neil. Hello. To all of you. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
I don't mean
Hi.
to intrude. We thought hi. We have just come from the north, just passing through to say hi to Neil. On the way south.
From
Is-
Atiola.
Yeah.
That's actually where we're headed.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. Well, the mountain pass is very, very snowy, but you will make it just fine. The closer you get, it is not so bad.
Interesting.
Hmm.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the runes are still functioning, so
The what?
the runes.
The runes.
Yeah.
Runes are so.
Could you what does that mean?
Oh, let us come in as Claremont's just holding a bunch of bags and skis. Gives you just this big, awkward, toothy grin.
Great job, Claremont.
And then he just kind of sidles over to you, stands behind. As the young girl who introduces herself as Nina heads over to the table and helps her parents sit down. She goes, "Yeah, we are from Etiola. We are making a supply run to Fola. The storm is very bad this season. So we are running low on some foods. We are hoping to restock, but we have not seen many people on the trail.
Yeah.
You are the first ones in many days."
About that, we're coming from Fola, and this storm is nationwide. Like Fola, like doors are frozen shut. The ocean is frozen.
Yeah.
Why, that is very cold then. So they probably do not have supplies that we could borrow.
No.
I don't
Not
think
really.
so.
Oof.
However, we are trying to investigate why, because even like desert towns are frozen and the ocean is frozen.
Yeah, that is not an everyday thing.
No. We think that maybe there could be a Pokemon or maybe some mythical event that could be causing this, and we heard there would be people in Etiola that might know more or could answer these questions and maybe help solve this.
Okay, as you say, mythic bird Pokemon. The man's, or something to that effect. Forget your exact verbiage. But as you mention it,
Uh-huh.
the older man kind of perks up and whispers something to Nina. "Oh, Papa knows all of the tales of the bird.
Ooh.
It is told to us as children."
I will sit crisscross
Yeah.
applesauce and wait story time.
Yes.
She goes, "I will translate for you.
Oh, okay.
He
Thank
does
you.
not speak your tongue.
What language does he speak?
Native Etiolan.
Oh.
Nina will regale you with children's stories of the ice rock,
Ooh,
Oh.
okay.
and I will skim quickly down through my notes so that I can find you. It's basically like a long poem.
Let's hear it.
No,
Spit it.
no, because I didn't
Yeah,
write
so
it.
we'll snap it.
No,
Free ball it.
The
All right,
ice,
dim the lights. Get a spotlight.
And it's just
oh, jeez. But no, the ice rock is a bird so large.
Oh, it's a bird.
What? Say that again.
Rock with just a C, R-O-C.
Oh.
The ice rock.
Ice rock.
It's a bird so large it could block the sun with its wings, and its breath so frigid it could freeze time itself.
What? I mean, that tracks.
Yeah. Gordo immediately pivots and is like, "Huh," and sits down next to the older man, and the two begin conversing in native Etiolan.
Oh, wow.
Though Gordo very clearly is like, "I've kind of studied this.
I love
Let's
it.
go."
Gordo, you're great.
As the two sit down, Nina is like, I suppose the ice rock could cause a storm that would freeze the ocean. Can't imagine it would.
Do you guys, are you aware of any powerful geological structures like is Nubster out?
No.
Okay.
Because he cannot fit in the Roth hit in.
Okay.
Or he could, he just can't go through the doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And he'd like take up the whole room.
Our.
The lobster back.
Are you okay with showing it to him?
What?
His tusks.
Tusks. Yeah, I guess. You think we should?
Tusks.
Well, we'll have to discuss this later. This is too much hypothetical.
Oh.
I'll refrain, but I'll still ask if they're aware.
Geological structures?
Yes.
Yeah, the runes.
The wounds?
The
Okay.
runes around Etiola.
Oh.
Can I history check to see if I've read or heard
Get
anything
it.
about it?
I've definitely never
Get
heard
it,
of the runes.
It would
He
be
said rolling a
for
22.
For lack of the skill, it would technically be Arcana, but history will suffice.
Okay.
We're gonna sub out the word Arcana for like mythology.
I went on a journey and a half. I
And
don't know
it
if that's a
landed on
7
it
or 1.
landed on
That
a-
is a 1.
Ein.
Well,
Yeah, no, you're like big rocks.
you know, maybe
Totally.
maybe I've heard about them via the mail, like just news, discussions.
Give me a history check.
I really want to keep
Give us
the one I
secret
already rolled.
underground,
It
like,
was a
news.
24.
Situation going on?
Yeah, I'll roll it again though.
Come on, buddy.
21.
There you go. Nothing specific, but
Okay, Yep.
the Pidgeys that you have sent to Etiola
Uh-huh.
have very rarely, if ever, had issue passing through even the worst storms. However, some of the Pidgeys that have come back or been sent from Etiola have to stop and kind of relay messages down. They can't stand the heat of the southern region.
So the first sentence you said, if they have been, when they go other journeys, they have a much higher tolerance.
No. So the Pidgeys, there are Pidgeys native to Etiola
Correct.
that do
Okay.
not mind the cold.
Yeah.
And any
I hear
other
that.
Pidgey is able to get there and back,
Uh-huh.
but it's like an uncomfortable journey.
Okay.
But
Kind
they're
of
not
what
like
my
killed.
crew did.
So these
Exactly.
Pidgeys have adapted to the cold climate and can't
Yes.
come down south, is what he's getting. Gotcha.
Yeah, they can't
I need
go
to meet
further than like Nutri. If they
Gotcha.
start flying any further, they're like they just get fatigued and exhausted.
And slowly dying when they're away.
So
where no one
thinking-
can hear them scream.
Thinking back on that,
My
like
God.
having not knowing that it's difficult and or Etiole and Pidgeys, I have not seen. I'll ask, do Pidgeys and Etiola look like this?
9. No, they are blue and have more of an ice crystalline piece on their forehead. Shout out to Samurai Sam.
Heck yeah, brother.
Respect.
D's gonna kind of pop his head out because D's like in the back because there's so many people now. He's just kind of like, your little Growlithe friend there.
Yeah,
Has he always been like that?
Kai. Yeah, he's just
Do you mind if I take a quick scan picture?
9.
And I'll.
He's just. He's kind of got like the big bug eye look and a big floppy tongue hanging out.
All right. And I will make my check.
Get it.
Let's do nature.
Nature.
Because I'm trying to find out the difference in between Red Puppy and she said Kai
Kai.
with an additional +2, correct?
Mhm.
That is in 12.
Okay. Thankfully, the differences are substantial.
Yeah.
Kai, the Growlithe before you, currently registers as Ice type. Native to Etiola. There are no genuine official scans of a Growlithe of this type, but there are a few scattered mentions. Similar in nature to talks of the Yeti for the Pokedex. People know about them, but nobody with a Pokedex has ever like sat down and scanned one. It is Ice type, and the only thing that people have reported is that it's similar in genetic makeup to an Eevee. Highly unstable.
What?
And indeed, as Kai sits in front of you, just the general atmosphere, Eunice, Pontiki being out, you can see a little shock of yellow kind of run through his fur for a half second and then kind of arc to the floor. He's just
So he's like pure white. Red puppy was gray.
Red puppy was gray.
Do you guys have any, or does anyone you know, do they have any fire type Pokemon?
9.
Okay.
9. Eziola is too cold. Even the most ferocious fires are extinguished.
Figured as much. Interesting.
Yeah, because I have a Growlithe myself, but was red. Now he's gray.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You could see the pack leader in Eziola. Perhaps he can help you?
Yep.
Do you have a name for the pack leader?
Not one you might be able to pronounce, but yeah.
His name's Pack Leader.
Okay.
Middle name James.
Montgomery.
Pack leader's name is Janos.
You got that?
Is that
First
with, like,
letter,
a
it's a J with an umlaut.
It's 3 J's.
Batman
What?
symbol. Oh.
Yeah, Batman gets someone who goes, "Arr!" and you're like, thank you, I needed that symbol.
Pack leader in Eziola.
Janos.
Okay. I'm gonna spell it the best I can.
Can I ask this?
Would you say Janosch?
Janos.
I spelled it Janosh
That'll get you close enough.
with 4 more H's. I'm just kidding.
Warmer?
That'll phonetically
Warmer.
you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Janos.
Yeah.
Yeah, Janos is pack leader. He is in charge of the breeding process for the Growlithe.
Interesting. Are and all of the ones that you guys have are ice type?
At first, yeah.
Interesting.
What do you mean at first?
I've never seen the one you had earlier. I've never seen it with like tusks.
Oh yeah, that is what Kaihu will grow up to be.
Nice.
He's just... He's got like a full-on pug look going on.
Yes.
He's just very excited. His tongue doesn't fit in his face. His eyes are all bugged out. He's looking all around. Seems a little scraggly.
Just looking at him, are his canines like longer than red puppies?
Yeah. They're not like sticking out or anything, but he's got like a little
Overbite?
bit of that going.
What's this? Devin knows this, but
So in the legends, let's say hypothetically that the ice rock is causing this snowstorm. How feasible would it be to stop? Or like, could we ask it to stop and would it do it? Is this a thing that is there anything in the legends that would say why it might do something like this or that it could?
Nina will consult Papa, aka Friedrich. And you may not speak the language, but 9.
Okay.
As Nina spins around and goes, if there is, he does not know. These are mostly tales told to children, but the ice rock is very much real and out there somewhere.
like you haven't heard of like famous explorers or warriors in legend that go up there and don't come down or try to fight this thing or...
Oh, it is not wise to fight something that can freeze time.
Fair point. Fair point. I'll be back here.
We could make... you could make the journey to the Temple of the Ice Rock.
Oh,
Perhaps
there's a
make
temple.
an offering. Yeah.
Temple? What kind of offering?
Yeah.
At the summit of Freezelock Peak. Could make an offering to the Ice Rock. If it is deemed substantial, it might visit you.
Freezelock Peak?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds cold.
Yeah, it's very cold.
Bet you don't know like what we should bring. No suggestions.
It is, according to legend, it is something important to you.
Okay.
Significant and substantial. If you are judged unworthy, though, the tales do not end well.
I'm in.
That sounds awful.
I'm in.
This D says from the very far back.
But if the ice rock is causing the storm, it would have to be a great offering. If it is not, perhaps it could help you anyway.
It's fine, guys. It's like Moses on the Mount. We all know how that ended. Well.
When you say
He
of,
came out on top.
it's true.
Fair point.
For the offering, does it have to be, when you're saying like value, is that like sentimental? Like it has to, like,
Important.
are we talking like Thanos giving Gamora, or like is this, I want like something that a bird would really like?
To put it in terms that will be easy to understand, it's somewhere between the two. More heavily leaning towards Thanos giving up Gamora.
Okay.
It
Oh,
is
boy.
something sentimental,
Oh, boy.
important, and fundamental to you as a person.
Uh-huh.
And if the Ice Rock deems that it is an insufficient gift,
Yeah.
the tales
Bad
do not
things
end
happen.
well.
Yeah.
That's what our message said. Making a sacrifice to the ice rock might not go well.
That should be
Come
in
find
the
us in
tail.
24
There
hours.
may
Yeah,
only
that should
be-
be in the tail.
There may only be 2 of us.
You just go, hopefully we can overpower Gordo. He's very important to us. We love him dearly. We think we can push him.
We now have Malcolm.
We've also decided to give Malcolm up just in case. We like him a lot as well. Wish us luck.
Oh. Okay.
Well, this just got a whole lot more interesting.
Yes, it did. I am down though.
My brain hurts.
It's that cold out.
Yeah.
Man. It's probably a brain freeze.
It's like
I hate you.
drinking 20 ices.
My name's Deep Blackwater, and this is the Icy Chunks.
Out his nose. Ah! You'd be that kid that pours Listerine all over his.
Oh no!
What?
I've
Really?
not seen that.
Oh man,
So
there's another
stupid.
vine for later.
So are you guys still heading down to Fola?
Yeah, perhaps there's someone there who will trade for foodstuffs.
Something.
You can
Yeah.
speak with
Metals.
the professors at the university.
Yeah.
They seem to be there, and I don't know about everybody else,
You
but
could shoot them a message, let them know they're coming. Like, hey, there's people in Beaversby and Etiola that
Yeah.
are just like racked for resources and just
Oh,
need any food.
yeah, and that reminds me, I got a message from the professor there
Oh.
saying that they set up the tower in Xantha. I
Oh,
think I already
nice.
told you guys this, but we got hit with like 18 other
Yeah.
different information, so just throwing that out there.
That's good.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
given how bad the storm is, the fact that communications are improving is very good.
And now I need to get to Etiola and set up another one.
Yeah.
Is there a center in Etiola? Like a Pokemon center? Or something of equivalent?
No,
A healer?
9.
I wonder if
That
the
is what we.
boy.
That is what we trade for.
medical supplies.
Yeah,
Oh.
Well, do you have somebody
medical
there?
supplies and metal.
Do you have somebody there that applies the medical things?
She motions to her mother, sitting in the chair.
Dude,
It is
long-term goal, build one for him.
It is a long journey down south if anyone is harmed, so we live very carefully.
Fair enough.
Great.
So, walk with purpose out there.
Side note, I'll be really curious if you do set one up, if the runes and whatnot have any interference on it. If it's like a Faraday cage.
Mm-hmm. So we're traveling trainers, as you can see.
Yeah.
Are you guys aware of like the gym leaders and stuff like that? Do you guys have one up there in Etiola?
Yeah, there's one up there.
That's all I needed to know. I can at least set up there.
Okay.
So, because I've been putting them on top of the centers
Right.
for easy access whenever there is a
Right.
gym and a Pokemon center there. So,
Yeah, most of the trainers hit the Etiola gym last.
Huh. Okay.
go to last. Noted. Okay.
We don't have time to do that.
No. I don't know.
Just in the middle of all the guys pit stop. Gotta go to
We
the gym.
could stop the storm, but I want the badge.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
True, but our friends are a little bit more important than a gym
Right.
badge.
Yeah.
And plus, I mean, I need the gym badge in Xantha, too. So,
Hopefully there's a gym to challenge.
fair point.
it sounds like it might not be.
Thank you for the information. Nina?
Yeah.
I'm D.
D.
Milo.
Milo.
Phoebe.
Phoebe. Yeah.
Well, if we ever see
Deeds.
you and we pass by and stop all this, we'll have to catch up.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I guess we'll go make an offering
Could be-
and stuff.
Extra careful.
I still think we'll go to the town, talk to the experts, maybe see if the we could still maybe meet the gym leader and see if they have any insight,
Mm-hmm.
and then go from there.
True. I mean, we have like 8 people we need to talk to up there.
For sure.
That
for sure.
researcher, this guy that speaks of the legends, unless that's the dude right there.
Could be.
This-
Is there anyone else in town that respect to you? You've been super helpful, but if there's anyone that's like that might have more information for us, because we're just trying to figure out if we can try to stop this storm or if there's anything going on. Any names that pop up?
It specifically studies legends and myths.
The ice rock.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying not to come across as like, thanks, but is there anyone better than you?
If you make your way to the temple, we have not heard from them in many years, but Ginosh is up there.
Okay.
He's the keeper of the staff, so
The
perhaps he could help you.
The staff?
Yeah, yeah, the staff of winter. Tis a tribal relic.
Okay.
He's like, of course it is.
Yeah,
I knew that, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
It is what allows Ginosh to commune with the ice rock.
Okay.
So perhaps if you make your way up there, though you might need a translator.
Okay.
I think we have one, and I point to Gordo.
See, turns around.
Truth.
Yeah.
How, your native Etiolan's pretty decent.
As Friedrich is like,
Okay.
This will be
yeah,
fun.
aye,
Better than nothing.
aye.
Absolutely.
'Tis perfectly polished,
I can tell.
like a fine tankard.
Man of knowledge. I like it.
Like a
As Friedrich
fine
is-
tankard.
Bilingual. I'll kind of like lean over. I'm just afraid he's gonna eat me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just walks away.
Okay.
Well, should we head out?
Yeah.
Yes. Carefully.
Okay.
There's no medic.
It's true.
I'm the only
You're
medic.
the medic.
And we all know how that went.
It went great.
Okay.
Put some berries in the wound. You've been stabbed. I don't care. Clog it up with berries.
Do you actually have like a medical kit on you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's like real basic.
Yeah. I can help forage for stuff too, so I don't know
Okay.
how good you are at foraging, but I can assist you. I have a plus
What is that, survival?
nature.
Either or.
I have a +4 to nature and a +2 to survival, so
Yeah.
Whichever
plus
one
4 to
comes-
nature, yeah.
whichever one comes up, we
Okay.
can assist her.
Yeah. Cool,
So
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
we'll have to keep an eye out for that stuff, because
Yeah.
as we're walking, Nubster melts some or controls it a little bit.
He basically like snowplows for you.
Okay.
From my knowledge, it's like a snowplow, but it goes back
Yeah.
in as we leave.
Because
Right?
it's so
He
strong.
basically is just transposing snow from in front of you to behind you.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
On like a big inverted treadmill kind of deal.
Right.
Push it down, walk over it,
Yeah.
lift it back up.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay.
Which, as a side effect, leaves no trace of you
Yeah.
behind where you've been.
Yeah.
That's kind of
That's
nice. That's very nice.
I'm curious. This is super random. Eunice, if I were to like pet his wool, but like stick my hand in it a little bit,
Yeah.
Is it cold in there, or is it like warm like wool is?
It's a bizarre feeling because you're expecting the warmth of a sheep's wool.
Yeah.
It's not frigid ice,
But it's cold.
but it's cool.
Okay.
It's warmer than the ambient temperature,
In this
but
current
the wool
environment.
itself seems to be relatively
Okay,
cold.
so
if you were to like,
be in Xantha.
yeah, it would be like probably in the low 70s because it would be hot there.
Interesting. Okay.
But I would say the ambient temperature of it's probably like 40 degrees.
Knowledge gained.
Pretty icy.
Before we take off, can I do one like hopeful quick experiment?
Yeah, man.
Okay. I'm gonna send out Star.
Okay.
Star, that Growlithe over there seems to resemble some things that you can do or can be.
She's like,
Rude.
Not, you know what I mean. You're beautiful and you know that. Work it, girl.
swishes the tail.
Just go say hi.
Just kind of walks over. Star's like, hi. Hello.
Does anything happen with, I guess, all like the electricity and stuff like that between the electric types and what Growlithe is giving off?
So that one little jolt of lightning is the only thing you've seen so far since he's
Okay.
been out. But there is sort of a general air of sort of coolness around him. And as Star gets closer, her ears kind of, the fur on them kind of crystallizes over. And it gets very condensed. Her tail forms into a nice diamond shape. She kind of gets close. She's like, not really sure what to do with that.
That's fine.
Alright.
All right,
She's
come
kind of
on.
like backs away. She's like, hi.
I'll bring her back.
Okay. Yeah, Nina will put Kai on the ground and he just kind of walks in a circle trying to get his own tail.
I love him. All right, that's it.
All right.
You're up.
Gordo, are you ready?
Aye.
All right.
Do this.
Kale was just telling me all his tales of beasts of old. Aeolian creatures worthy of finding.
Wow.
You don't know about the Yeti, though.
Mm.
Quick side eye to
Yes.
Friedrich and see if he's like rolling his eyes or like, yeah, that's what we were talking about.
He's just kind of nodding, like,
Okay. Helpful.
Like he's doing that, like the I'm trying to understand what you guys
Yeah,
are
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about kind of
Right.
thing.
exactly. He's just like, if I am agreeable, we'll get along.
They might leave.
Okay. Saddle up.
Yep.
Let's
Yeah.
ride. Let's ride.
All right. Yeah, as you guys head back towards the door, Gordo just pulls his covers up and brings his goggles down. Just saddles out into the snow
Dang.
What a
and is
man.
immediately just like swimming through. He's like, "You might want to send out your beast."
I'll send Nubster out.
All right, Nubster lands on top of the snowdrift and then
Hi, buddy.
Away we go.
Let's go.
all right. He begins trudging along up the mountain.
Gonna be riding him.
New word.
I will throw out Nidorino.
All right.
Um,
He hits out.
saddle
He's
up.
like, "Whew." He's like, all right, let's just get moving. Just get moving. It's cold. It's cold. Get on. Let's go.
Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Going.
Okay. Is anybody else out?
No,
You leaving Claremont out
No.
for a brisk jaunt?
No.
Just Eunice.
Okay. Eunice will hop alongside.
Yeah, it's just Nidorino for me.
Okay. All right. Mercifully, as you have passed Rothhead, you're out of Sneasel territory. But there is no need to flaunt Mute's recent kill or be on super high alert for Sneasels.
Perfect.
However,
Oh,
perception
gosh.
checks all around, lads and lasses. Everybody. Folks.
That was so stupid.
It was so stupid.
Yeah, I like
You
bonked
like-
off the die and then didn't even roll.
That die is cursed.
Dude,
that pumpkin
I
die.
know, bro. This is these dice too. That's going away.
It's
You
a
stay over-
pumpkin die.
You stay over here.
He's cursed.
You go.
Come on,
home.
Phoebe, help us. You're our only
Phoebe
hope.
C.
Oh my
Aye.
god. I rolled the best.
There's too much snow.
Ay.
12.
Okay.
5.
Natural 1.
Oh boy.
She got
Alright.
a 2.
Well, 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Milo, you do catch the faintest glimpse of a blue Pidgey. But
Oh,
by the time you kind of wipe
It's
your eyes,
gone.
it's gone.
dang it.
What?
I thought I saw a blue Pidgey, but I think
Dang it.
I think I just want to see one so bad that I imagined it.
No.
I mean, apparently they're just super popular in Etiola, so you'll probably see one.
I hope so.
That'd be pretty cool.
It would be.
An ice bird?
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
I just want to. I've grown up with Pidgeys my entire life. I've never seen a Pidgey that's not normal. You know what I mean?
That's the one in your jacket.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen Growlithe on TV, and they're always red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Why that one? Yeah.
Crazy.
I don't. And then the Vulpix that we.
Yep.
Too much.
There's a
Brain
lot,
can't
like-
handle.
It seems like this area it has more to it than other places we've been to. Like this town seems like it's going to be a little less science, a little more magic.
What, like the runes?
Yeah.
Magical rocks?
Yeah,
Come on.
I'm curious if they're going to be like devices or if we're just going to come across
Devices?
like glowing rocks.
Like
Runes?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there could be some like electrical charge that's like tied to like geodes and stuff like that that sends some sort of energy out
Yeah.
to create like tremors and things like that that could make things happen. D's just gonna ramble on about like geography and like how nature and stuff works, and
And
just
I'm going to
ramble.
pretend that I know everything you're saying. Like, yeah. Yeah. yeah.
The fitness gram takes you test.
Or the Yeti.
Yep.
I don't know, but I have a very hard thing believing that there are magical rocks, and there's these magical things that are on them, making them magical.
However, hypothetically, if they were, I would feel a lot more confident in our theory as far as like the bird causing it and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And it could be like a Pokemon. Like if it were like a mechanical thing and they were like building it in like super scientists, then I would think that maybe they're doing it.
Yeah.
Pulling a Bug's Life and they've built a big bird.
But also here's the thing, like, I mean, we're aware of as characters, Firestone, Ice Stone,
Yeah,
Moonstone,
yeah.
all that stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
But there's no runes or anything transcribed on them. They're just rocks.
No, there's symbols on there.
Brain blast.
I just remembered.
I just remembered.
And he's gonna go, wait.
Most of them are carved after the fact and not really a meaning. Like Chicky Baby's leaf stone has a leaf carved into it. Functions like a leaf stone, but the leaf isn't what makes it happen.
Gotcha.
Most people find them, figure out what they are, and then make them special.
Yeah, they carved the price in there.
Maybe it's just
1989.
one
So-
big ice stone.
Yeah, so a symbol on there does not necessarily make
I
a
see.
stone magical
Okay.
in that way. But most of them do have some sort of inscription, probably dating back for a long, long time. It would be
Okay.
like a fossil record deal.
I wonder
Okay, but D would be aware of like that. Those are like completely different of like these runes and what these things are, or there
it's
could be some
feasible
correlation.
to believe that, yeah.
Okay.
It would be very unlikely that every evolutionary stone has a rune carved on it.
Okay. I don't know anymore.
I just want to see it.
I wonder if we showed the Nubster's tusks to Ganesh, if he would like know anything else, or maybe be like, "Oh, that's what the ice rock bird."
Yeah. Can
what I mean?
spit out or something.
Yeah, or like it's on it somehow
Yeah.
too.
Probably.
Weren't you guys saying that like?
Said it wrong on purpose.
I know. You got me to laugh.
Because I remember you guys explained to me that like
Good night.
you ran in and saw some sort of creature that was protecting one of these stones, right?
Yeah.
And that's how Nubster got his big old tusk.
Yeah.
And you didn't see like any special rock around at that time, or you said that this thing was like its champion of some sorts.
It was attached to it, wasn't it?
Was it?
yeah. I can't remember.
Was this one of the actual guardians, or was this just that like a placeholder, and the actual guardian is where we're headed to now?
It could have been.
Here,
There was.
Like a second in command.
Yeah.
from my very limited knowledge, because I personally have not been involved in any of these, but purely going off what they've told me after they've experienced it, we've come across actual stones, and like the guardians protecting it may have like some of the power, but they like protect the thing itself.
Yeah.
But similarly, I think when you were telling us about what happened with you is that there wasn't really a stone there, but it was like a Pokemon and it had like
A bit
ice
of it.
stone like spikes on it.
But didn't it
I
fade
couldn't
away
remember.
once it gave the
Once
tusk?
once
Yeah.
Nubster defeated it, the
Yes.
power transferred.
And didn't that Pokemon disappear? Correct? Or it's
I
Devin
think
wrong?
I think it just left.
Yeah.
Did it just
left.
leave?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
like, oh, I've lost and I no longer have this power.
So that I'm from Devin's. That's not the guardian.
Yes.
From like how you're describing it.
Right, and the other guardians that we came across, like with Crash, were a lot bigger.
Yeah, because Tropy is massive in size.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fraligator.
Huge.
Godzilla makes
Yeah.
Godzilla look like a small
Tadpole.
gecko.
Yeah.
So never know. Whatever this thing is, this ice rock could be the actual big mamma jamma.
Guardian.
Which
Yeah.
is weird. Is it like they touched it, they came across it, or did they have to show, like kind of Nubster did, that they could handle it?
I mean, maybe in ancient times, like from what they're describing of these Pidgeys, like just the strongest Pidgey guarded the rock and got additional powers and got even bigger and stronger.
Right, like it could handle it, so
Yeah.
it was able to.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we're walking and talking.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Hold on, guys. Stop. I want to talk.
All right, stop. Collaborate and listen.
Ice is back with
Ice is back. Hardcore in these mountains.
Yeah. Speaking of magic rocks, you don't believe it.
Ice.
As Nubster continues to plow the snow, you're noticing the snowdrift getting shorter and shorter.
Interesting. Belly.
As along the
interesting.
side of the mountain, as the path gets very narrow, barely wide enough for Nubster to fit,
Okay.
Whoa.
you do see a very large rune-style glyph carved into the side of the mountain,
Okay.
and for about 100 feet in every direction. Snow seems to have trouble gathering,
Oh.
at least in excess.
Hey, look,
This is interesting.
it's one of the things.
Do I recognize
Oh.
any of the things carved into it? Oh my god.
I'm tempted to
you macho now?
I was working out with him all night. Okay.
It's rubbing off on you. He's becoming intellectual. You're, ooh. All right.
I have an idea.
I almost instinctively say, "What languages do you speak?" That's an old habit that does not die ever. Give me a history check,
Sure,
Mr.
sure.
Milo.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to try this out.
Natty 20.
Little bit punk rock.
baby.
What are you doing? Investigation?
History.
No.
Nat 20, baby.
25
All right, Milo.
total.
On the Laris region equivalent of the History Channel, several years ago, you vaguely recall seeing a historian studying Etiolan rune glyphs.
Sure, okay.
This one appears to be a protection glyph. Though, in the History Channel special, they failed to mention that they actually had abilities.
Okay.
He's gonna look for some sort of mechanical device.
He's like, where is the... There's got to be a sensor somewhere. This is a heated driveway. This is
Yeah.
nothing. This is a farce.
I vaguely remember this TV show I watched.
Yeah.
I don't. It's like all coming back to me out of nowhere. And they were talking about the city up here, and what's carved into here is like a protection type
Interesting.
thing.
As D
I'm
just-
going to. I'm gonna copy it into my notebook.
get a charcoal rubbing of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Claremont will walk up and just go,
Oh. touch it. I'm gonna touch it.
All right.
I'll touch it.
Okay.
D standing back like, you nerds.
Just
D's gonna
guides
go
your
like,
hand.
no, he just picks me up and just shoves
Yeah.
my hand. Ow, 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 ow. I touch.
I touch.
For the first time since the storm started, you feel something warm.
What? Just the rock is warm.
Interest?
As you kind
It's
of
like a
rub your
heated rock.
hand along it. You're like, okay. Claremont
pretty
is so
cool.
excited he has popped himself out of his Pokeball to
Oh,
touch this.
wow.
As you get close,
Yeah, I just
you hear-
realized that Icy wasn't out, and I was like,
And
wait a
he goes,
second.
and you're like, Claremont, what the heck?
A touch.
And you can see, kind of emanating off this rock, is just those little like heat lines when you're staring out at the road
Yeah.
out in front of you.
Okay.
And the ambient temperature around here seems a little bit warmer.
What the heck?
And the snow, as it falls, kind of trickles into rain and then dissipates before it hits the ground.
Can I tap on the rock?
Yeah.
It
Solid
breaks
stone?
in the blizzard.
I'd be like, oh my god.
This avalanche. Ah! He was not a believer. And now he is dead. Touch the rune. Say a prayer to Balathamog. What? Do it now.
I love you, below the mug.
Is there like little rocks around
I mean,
or
there's like
something?
pebbles, etc.
Like something, but big enough that I could put something on it.
What does that mean?
Little, you're on the side of a mountain.
Okay.
Stones are plentiful.
I'm just gonna find one that's like the size of my palm.
Okay.
Carve the same rune into it, possibly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Claremont is kind of looking around with you as well.
What's up?
And he'll hand you a tiny pebble like as delicately as he can.
Thank you.
And he'll put it in your hand. It's like the size of your hand.
Oh my God.
He's just,
Oh.
but to him, it's like this.
Yeah.
Now you have to carve all 40 letters into it.
All 40
Yeah,
letters?
it's a long rune.
Is it?
It's like a paragraph.
Yeah. If you wanted to, it's essentially like an up arrow
Okay.
type deal
Okay.
with a little gap and then a dash
And then a dash.
and a circle in the bottom left and a rudimentary star in the bottom right. Closer to like an asterisk.
Like that?
Mhm.
Like that?
Yeah, without the dash on the top.
No, you said a dash.
Sorry, like just an arrow
Yeah.
and then a dash coming down.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just that.
Okay.
But that is what Milo has identified as a rune of protection in ancient Etiolan, if you believe that sort of
Carve it
thing.
into my head.
Milo's just there with a knife. It's gotta be twice as holy. I did it for you. It's all for you. The ice rock will love me now.
Turns into a fanatic at the first rune.
You're gonna turn
Absolutely.
into one of those
I've been
psychos from
tempered.
Borderlands. You're just gonna be out there with a crowbar. I'll get you. I'm gonna give you the ice rock. You're like, you okay, Milo? Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, D being skeptical, he knows about like heated stones and stuff like that, and like volcanic like matter. He's like, there's probably like some volcanic activity here, lava through here that's probably giving off all this heat.
I would
Maybe.
say that you could be right. However, there's no fire.
It's only right here.
Checkmate, baby.
Then there's like a heated source through here. There's probably like some sort of like heated generator somewhere in this mountain that's propelling everything because they have like a workshop in there or something.
What if Tropius handed off the firestone and it's being kept up here?
Claremont's just like, faith is different to all of us, my son. Ooh.
But
Papa.
D understands.
Yeah, I'm like,
He's just kind of like holding over his heart, taking a moment.
Wow.
Well,
Claremont's really into
let's
this.
keep moving.
Yeah.
We're getting closer for sure.
Can I etch that into the rock and then like give it to Claremont?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Since he's so...
Religious, and
Yeah.
I never would have expected that from
Yeah.
a construction worker
He'll-
in a choke.
He'll pop off the front of his belt
Oh.
and replace it
Oh.
with the rune of protection.
So instead of the M, I think it would sound like usually an
W
M,
it?
isn't it?
for
Is it?
Wombo.
Or I'm thinking of
I thought it was just
SpongeBob.
like a plain...
It might be just like a plain
It's
circle.
like a power belt type deal.
That's what it is.
That's
Okay.
their
Yeah.
usual shtick. But his is a tool belt, so he'll just replace the belt buckle.
Okay.
He'll affix it to there somehow, someday. Probably
Yeah,
with
I'm
your,
thinking
your
of
help.
Mermaid
as
Man from-
dexterity is more for like punching and getting out of grapples than fine stitching elements.
It's a big yellow circle with a red P on it.
That's what it is. I knew there was a letter on there.
It's their whole lore is like it's a Machop that finds a power belt or something, and then they
Oh.
Yeah.
sprout up and grow a speedo
Oh.
somehow.
Yeah, he's like, this looks nice.
This fits real nice. Look at this card.
It's like a back brace.
Look at that card, though.
I feel like I could lift a fridge with just one other dude.
I have that one.
Or even by myself.
Thanks to this fulcrum. Okay, but yes, Claremont will, over the course of the walk, and with your help, have an etched power rune
Ooh.
of protection on his belt.
Nice. All right.
We must be getting closer. Unless these can reach this far out. That'd be pretty wild.
Yeah,
That
you
would
notice
be-
it is genuinely about 100 feet out. As you guys have been kind of walking and noticing that the snow got lighter, then there's the rune, and then the
Okay.
further away you get, the snow kind of begins
Okay.
to pile up again.
Okay.
But you do see another one of these runes a little ways ahead
Okay.
as it melts the snow back down again.
So it's like a path of them?
Mm-hmm.
What's this one?
Like Onward, where they follow the raven statues?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
But they're just sort of carved into the mountainside
Yeah.
Okay.
along this path.
Okay.
Righteous.
They're not perfectly positioned.
Right.
Like there are some spaces where the snow piles up again. But it seems like anywhere where the path on the side of the mountain is more narrow,
Oh.
these runes are in place to keep the path clear. So that people don't just misstep and die.
Cool, cool.
Is this another
Love it.
protection one?
Mhm.
Okay.
It's the same rune.
Okay.
Wild.
Yeah, as
Crazy.
and Claremont stops
Network
for a
of
moment at
forges
each
Or a
one.
lot of lava.
Yeah.
You know, I don't...
Claremont stops at each and
That does it the same thing.
takes a
It's a
moment.
pilgrimage.
Yeah.
I don't-
This is his mecca.
I don't know if you've heard of Amber Crag. That's where I'm from. It's just, in hindsight, after we've started this journey, so boring. Because I've come out here, I've learned about, like, ghosts,
Yeah.
runes, like, all these things I've never heard of or seen before. And,
That's
and
true.
wars and Pokeballs that catch people. And I was just in my nice little nest.
You were a sheltered boy.
Yeah. And just,
He was sheltered.
honestly,
But his shelter was welcoming.
just wild. It's just it's hard for me to not give stuff the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? Like this could be real because of all other things I've learned. The shadow realm.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I feel like I'm a little more inclined to I don't know. I guess not
I'm way more gullible now for sure.
well open-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just always taught to, like, study, learn,
Right.
so you can be the best. I've learned more in the last week and a half that I've been with you guys than in my entire life. So it's gonna take a moment to get used to magical
The
rocks.
weirdness
Yeah.
that
I'm
always follows us. Yeah.
It's
Every
the
now
motif
and
of the
then.
campaign, baby. Your school education was insufficient. Get out there and learn as well.
True.
Weird
Knowledge.
studies.
Study the occult.
I'm not
See what
fully
happens.
Worship the devil. Go for it, do you?
I'm still not fully convinced that one day I'm not gonna wake up and I like tripped on our way out of town and fell into a coma.
Nice.
Milo?
That's how it all ends. This
Yeah.
was all just Milo's like comatose brain.
It's Truman Show.
Yeah, campaign 2 is just the actual campaign. They've
And
all
it's
been
just
in on it the
super
whole time.
monotonous. It's just normal.
Just going to the gym.
Like, what about the ghosts? Like, ghosts aren't real.
The only thing is the rival. That's the only like trouble you
Yeah.
come across.
Yeah. Just that one guy who's just a jerk
Yeah.
the entire time.
Yeah. You're like, go away.
What's up, meatloaf? Be like, don't call me that. Stop. It's rude. It's bullying. But yes, as you progress on this mountain path, you see yet another peak begin to form out of the roadway. One side bears a rune of protection. The other side does not.
What's that one?
Oh, it has no rune.
Oh.
As the pathway splits, you can see there's still a walkway, but it's very narrow. As Gordo approaches this side, puts his hand out towards the middle of the mountain, and stares out over this ravine.
What do you see, Gordo?
This is where I lost my crew.
What? Really?
Aye,
That pathway right there.
aye. My pack and that Yeti are somewhere out there, and I aim to find them. I understand if you turn back now. Etiola's just that way.
Oh, it's in the opposite direction.
Aye,
It's like a fork, right?
aye.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's going one way, we're going the other.
I feel like we have to.
If you come with me, I'll be forever grateful. If you don't, I understand.
You
I
don't
didn't
want
give my last crew a choice.
you
I'll
don't want
not
to make a
force you.
pit stop in Etiola first, because we're gonna head up that way probably right afterwards.
Yeah, we
because
might-
that's in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
direction, right, of where the bird is.
Oh no, the bird is like further through, up Etiola, up the summit,
Oh,
all the way up. This is like... This is like the path. This is like, why would you ever go this way? And he's like, in search of the Yeti.
Oh boy.
I mean, there might be more things to learn before you go that way. Like, maybe
Yeah.
one of them lived and went to town. You know what I mean? Or, like, people heard
Trust
something.
me, boy. If they lived, they're down there. So he just points over the side.
yeah.
Now I aim to find the Yeti, my pack, and any remains I can recover. I'm more than happy to meet you in Etiola when all is done. I'd be glad for the company, but I understand.
Okay, sidebar. Before we make decisions as characters,
Uh-huh.
Devin really wants to do this because I think it'd be super cool.
Yeah, I think it would be fun. Plus, he came with us
True.
up to
And-
this
and
point.
the only reason why he's coming up there is because we told him that we would help him.
Yeah. But also, at the same time,
Yeah, it's like we could die.
right, chasing after this pack. The Yeti.
But what information could be in that pack could help. Maybe we can find like his people. Maybe they're hunkered down somewhere and still alive. We have Ona. Ona, what do you think?
Heck no!
Oh,
Fair
God.
point.
I figured you'd want to go.
I did too. No, are you adventured out or?
Look down!
I don't.
fair.
That's why I haven't.
It's just a straight drop, right? How are you planning on getting down there?
Yeah.
Planning on getting across. And you can see, dangling out over what appears to be solid path, an old rope hanging from an ice hook.
Oh my gosh.
We climbed up there, and everything went dark. I aimed to find out what happened.
So, Gord, just so you know, I'm not the most athletic person out of us.
Aye, lad.
How could you guarantee my safety if I was to go with you? That I would at least make it up?
Guarantee? No. Insure? Maybe. Promise? Yes.
For sure.
I got you, bro.
I can hitch you to me. You seem a mite lighter than I am.
Very much so.
Can't imagine you'll go too far.
Okay.
Got a strong rope and some hooks. I can send you up there. You can affix the climbing hooks for me. I can give you a boost.
D looks just to you guys and awaits a decision from you.
What?
He's like here. A little here, but
There's no convincing him to stop at Etiola first.
What do you think?
I feel like something bad's gonna happen. I mean, he was with adults when he went.
sure. I just looked over at Drew's face. He goes, "Yikes." D won't make any heavy decisions, so he'll rely on you guys for it.
Do you want a couple days to think about it?
Do you want to give us a couple days?
I'm ready for you.
No thoughts on making the decision?
Like, I feel bad because we told Gordo we would help him.
Yeah.
But also, Gordo, a little kooky.
For what it's worth, Claremont is already like
Suiting
heading
up.
over, like slinging up a rope. He's like,
He's confident.
Yeah, because he's got the protection glyph.
he'll kneel down before you.
My queen.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Gordo. Friend. But sometimes you gotta tell your friends that their ideas are bad. Yeah.
Gotta believe.
In friendship.
Power of friendship, baby.
And we all transform.
As all the while, Gordo's just hooking up some climbing hooks to himself. Claremont is offering to hold the rope at the very least.
Do we want to roll for it?
No.
Or do you actually want to make this
I
decision?
want to make the decision.
Gordo, how deep in the mountain is your pack?
If it's where I left it, not far.
Okay.
So,
As I said, the storm blew in. We weren't ready for what we found.
He
Okay.
will die out here if we don't help him.
yeah, probably.
You're right. Okay. Let's do it.
We're in, Gordo.
Aye.
And I'm
Oh,
gonna return
boy.
Nidorino to the ball.
Okay.
Can I
Nidorino
return
goes back
Nubster?
in.
Yeah, because we're by the protection glyph, right?
Mhm.
Yes. Okay.
For now.
Right.
But Nubster wouldn't even be able to traverse this
Yeah,
little ledge even if
yeah.
he wanted to.
Right.
All right. Claremont will make his way over to you
Yeah.
and present a rope
Okay.
that is hitched to his belt.
Okay. You want to climb? Oh, you're gonna boost? Okay. Okay.
Oh, we're going up? Oh, I thought we were going down.
I've got hooks,
There just is a down.
Yeah.
climbing anchors,
Oh, there's an express elevator if you want it.
all the way to the bottom.
Aim for the bushes.
So is a mountain like next to a ravine, or is it like a cliffside from the ravine that continues up?
It is a cliffside
Uh-huh.
that drops down. The path to Etiola is not too far and it begins to widen on the other side, but the peak sort of splits this path.
Okay, but we're climbing up.
Yeah, so the path goes up here.
Okay.
He's got an ice hook into a ledge onto an upper path.
From last time.
Seems like that's where the expedition went.
But,
As we start to saddle up, I'm gonna pull out the Pori phone.
Okay.
should we be tied to each other again?
Yes.
Yes.
We're probably gonna die 24 hours.
And I will message them saying, going to help Gordo look for the Yeti. If he goes at it alone, he will die, and we promised we would assist.
So we're probably dying
If you don't
Two.
hear back from us
in 24
in
hours.
24
Tell
hours,
my sister I love her.
you probably shouldn't come looking for us.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, don't follow. Do not
Do
follow.
not. I would add a note that like Etiola has protection against the storm.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
can we send a picture of the glyph? protection
I
clip?
don't think it has. I asked before. I don't think my port phone has picture
Or
phone.
can you do like the symbols in it?
And
I'll text the symbols over.
Yeah.
And there are definite leads,
Be like, use this.
and we will go there if we survive.
Yep.
Use protection rune in storm. Will help. Probably. If you believe.
If you believe in the power of love.
You've got to believe.
It's a song from Sailor Moon.
The movie.
My Nat loves Sailor Moon. My
Really?
wife, yeah. Huge fangirl over Sailor Moon.
I'm a fanboy for Tuxedo Mask.
Tuxedo Mask.
I have his pop figure.
Nice.
Tuxedo Mask, baby.
So one of my old bosses, when I worked at that game store, he gets all new employees pop figures of who he thinks that they are within either a video game or an anime, and that's the one he gave me. It was
Nice.
Tuxedo Man. I was like,
Tuxedo Mask.
I was like, I
so you
don't
roll
get
up
it.
at the end of a shift and be like, "You're welcome." Flourish.
Throw
I'm
a
gone.
rose
I
at
have no
him.
idea. I've never seen
Oh.
him
You've
never
or
seen it?
Tuxedo Mask is delightful because he's
Yeah.
just so useless.
Yeah. He just throws
But
a rose.
he's great.
Yeah.
Like he's
That's
got, he sells it so well, but he just shows up like at the end of whatever went on, and he's like, "Glad I was here, flourish," and then just leaves.
Yeah.
But
I
then
don't
he'll
know if
show
I should
up,
take that as a compliment
he'll,
now
he'll
from
show
my
up,
boss.
and he'll like have a rose and just like throw it down and be like,
Yeah.
"Goodbye,
Yeah.
we would never work."
But this is like the
And like rose petals follow him.
Yeah.
this is like the
Jeez.
meme take of it. Like when you're watching, it's like watching a kid show as an adult and you realize how silly some of it is. But like
Yeah.
if you're into Sailor Moon, Tuxedo Mask is literally like the coolest person.
He's
Yeah.
dreamy.
Thanks, man.
All right,
Roll up.
you guys ready?
No.
Yeah. No.
As you
I
hitch
don't.
yourselves to each other, who's going up first?
I thought Gordo was.
I'm hitching myself to Gordo. Because if I'm going down, he's going down with
Yeah.
me.
Part of the deal is Gordo's happy to affix all of you to him
Oh.
because you're all light.
Just tying the
To
rope
him.
to each other, right? Or is
Yeah.
he carrying all of us like a backpack?
He needs somebody to climb up first and
Oh,
affix
oh,
an
I see.
additional hook for him because
Oh,
he's a
okay.
hefty dude.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll take it by whoever has the highest athletics.
That's not gonna be me.
Yeet.
All
I
right,
have a -1.
it'll be me with a +1. Let's
Yeah,
go.
that's,
Let's go,
I'm
gang.
like neutral or.
I am not known for my physical prowess. However, today I am. Check that out.
God
18.
damn.
all right.
Oh, killing it.
Milo, as you approach, Claremont bends the knee
Uh-huh.
and presents his palms for you to
He's got you.
climb up with the rope.
Okay.
And as he does, you grab onto the rope with one hand, fling yourself up, and climb onto the ledge.
Oh,
One
Okay.
down.
one down, guys. That was, wow. Woo.
Yeah, as you look down at your friends, they're only like probably 10 feet below you, but you're like,
I got vertigo.
oh, yeah, as it kind of like zooms out on you, you're like, oh,
Oh, boy.
jeez.
Okay. What do I do now, Gordo?
Affix this here hook, as he kind of just flings a hook up to you that has an ice axe on the end. I'll allow it. I'll allow that in place of a roll.
I would like to keep Star out. And
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of hold on to her.
Okay. Star is out. You have the ice axe in hand.
Okay.
Shunk! You stick it into the side of the mountain, but over the ledge that you're on.
Okay.
You kind of hold on there. Who's next?
Should I go just in
Okay.
case?
Yeah.
All right. Claremont stands ready.
Help me, Tom Cruise. As I go.
He kind of he puts his hand on your shoulder.
Then I go.
Whoosh! Get that athletics.
4.
Okay. As he goes to throw you, you go and kind of like back down, back off, and he kind of holds you. Goes, ooh. One more shot.
All right.
There you
15.
go. As you kind of steady yourself, Claremont's just like,
First ledge.
no fling,
Right.
only lift. As he just gets you under the arms. Okay.
Hey, maybe it gets
You grab
easier.
onto the rope, and with Milo's help, he kind of like grasps you, pulls you on up.
All right.
Phoebes, you're up next.
This
Jump
is
up.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics or athletics?
It's the first acrobatics is actually athletics.
Oh,
Yes.
I see.
You can use your strength or your
So
dex
I'll do
because
that-
someone is up
plus
there to
one on
catch
that,
you
so-
now.
Yes.
Oh, I wish I would have known that. I would have gotten at least a +1.
19.
19. All
I
right.
fully trust
Yeah.
Claremont.
You go.
Gymnastics routine.
You jump and he catches you. Go, whoosh, flings you over the rope and you land in a perfect pirouette on the ground. It's just, I don't know what you guys are so worried about.
This is what we were practicing last night.
As Claremont's just.
Kidding. Jeez. Why did I go first?
All right.
Goodness.
Claremont stands ready for Gordo.
Oh God. Please, Gordo. Please.
All right, it's not
You
terrible.
can just call back Claremont
Yeah.
and bring him out on the next ledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll kind of barely hoist Gordo. He's like, ooh, just kind of like pushing him over. As Gordo's like, yarr. Ah, I'm up, and he reaches his hand down for Claremont as you're like, come back.
Yeah.
Right. That wasn't too bad.
Now where?
If the pack isn't far, looks it hasn't moved. Shouldn't be more than 15 minutes or so.
Okay.
Just tread lightly.
Besides the Yeti, what should we be looking out for?
Falling rocks, snow, strong winds,
Creeping death.
birds of prey, frostbite.
Birds of prey?
Aye.
It's just a general term, not actual birds. Or maybe birds.
No, like a literal bird.
Oh, that bird.
That attacks people?
The largest of the Pidgeots up here. They might mistake you
boy.
for a quick
Great.
snack.
No.
Ordinarily, I'd say wave a bit of torch toward them, but no fire.
Yeah.
So-
That's not happening.
So stay close. Stick together.
Think
Well-
warm thoughts.
Off we go.
There's no place like warm home. All right. Everybody give me a general dexterity check
Oh my God.
to maneuver and navigate. Oh no.
Are you alright, Milo?
It's so cold up here. And we could die?
18.
11. 10, excuse me.
Oh, 2.
2.
Was that a natty one?
Yeah.
All right. Oddly enough, and horrifically, so is Gordo's. As the four of you are sidling along, Phoebe, your side duck rain boot slips in the snow, and you begin sliding down. As you're standing in between Gordo and D, hitched to both of them. D, you see this and just dig an axe into the wall and hold onto the rope as tight as you can. Phoebe, as you're dangling down, Gordo is pulled with you. Kind of slides, holds his axe in sideways down the side of the mountain. It slips out of his hand and he's dangling. Strength checks.
No.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Can I try to
Yours,
get at my
your
ice?
strength is hold Gordo.
Okay, okay.
Their strength is hold both of you.
Oh
Question.
my God.
I didn't recall Starback.
Stars out.
Can I use her Swift to make Phoebe lighter or Gordo lighter to kind of like, to help like nudge up? Maybe?
Were it only the case that the star had actual physical weight.
Okay, I tried. Never mind. Let's get it.
All right,
Oh
Mila,
my
that was pretty
God.
good, buddy.
What?
Oh, I thought you rolled.
No.
But that was a pretty good roll. You probably should have kept
Ready?
it.
3,
Oh well.
I'm just picking it up. Oh,
2,
God.
1.
Kiss it.
Get it.
It's a 9.
It's a 12.
Oh boy. As the two of you kind of dig in as much as you can, D, you feel yourself starting to slide backwards as you kind of like dig into the ground. Claremont emerges.
What?
As he pops out and digs his machoke hands into the side of the mountain. Oof. Give me a strength check from Claremont.
The best,
God.
the best team edition you've ever had.
That we have ever had, ever.
Claremont?
Come on, buddy.
Yeah, where's he at?
He has a sizable bonus.
I was like, isn't his like a +3 or 4?
Mm-hmm.
Something.
I don't think you wrote down
stupid.
stats. Just gotta roll.
It's something wild.
Give us a good roll.
All right, come on. What is the Claremont die?
This. Do you want like a sparkly pink one?
I mean, it's like Magic
Do you
Mike
want a new
status.
one? Do you have enough
He
over
is.
there?
He is a +3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, he has
Go
a
for
+3.
I'm about it. I'm about it.
Theme it, you know? The
Yeah,
storm.
yeah, yeah,
all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
19.
All right. Claremont, mercifully, as he ejects from the Pokeball, shoots himself out and punches into the mountain, grabs onto you, hoists you up, kind of flings you as Gordo's kind of dragged up, and he grabs the rope in between and begins hoisting Gordo up. Give me one more strength check for Gordo.
Gordo, what's in this backpack?
Gordo?
As he's dangling.
Come on, Machoke.
Oh,
Claremont.
is it Mocho?
It's Claremont.
Okay.
Claremont's got
Both
you to
people
relative
slip. I
safety.
instinctively cut the rope to save myself.
8.
All right. As Claremont
No!
goes to fling Gordo up, the rope snags. Seeing the two of you, Gordo tries to cut the rope.
No!
Oh
No!
Gordo grabs the slack ice axe at his hip.
No!
Do any
And
of us have a
cuts it.
reaction? Can I do anything?
He's pretty low and he's falling fast. What are you thinking?
Oh my god!
I want to have Mute out, holding Mute with his claw to dig into some clothing to kind of jab him to hold him up.
Give me an attack roll at disadvantage, because Mute's got to pop out, judge the situation, and stab.
Which
Without
attack
hitting
roll?
him.
Is it Fury Swipes or Throat Chop?
Give me just one. We'll treat it like throat chop, but we'll say it's save Gordo.
Disadvantage, that's or
Aye.
that would have been nice. It's 10.
Okay. As the rope cuts, Mute, you hang down and you stab the quick claw into the side of the mountain, and you're just a hair away as the back of his coat kind of tears out. As Claremont looks down and just looks up at you with just a tear in his eye as he's clutching at the protection rune.
Wait, so did he get caught?
Gordo cut the rope.
He's falling.
Oh, he's falling?
Yeah. As he disappears into the mist
Oh
below.
my god.
Malcolm will follow suit and sort of hover down after.
Oh yeah, no. He can work.
Just goes and just
Maybe
heads
Malcolm
down.
can
Go
do
get him,
something.
Malcolm.
But Gordo's falling real fast.
Yeah.
Malcolm has a hover speed, but it's not faster than gravity. As
Can he use
Gordo
gravity?
dissipates into the fog, you hear a soft and then silence. As Claremont wordlessly hauls himself back up, drops to one knee before you, Phoebe, and just puts his head down.
I'm just gonna, like, hug him.
You can hear him softly crying to
Yeah.
himself.
You tried, buddy.
And he'll just sort of notion to your bag and be like,
Go back in your hall?
you can see his usual jovial attitude is dropped. Very somber. He returns.
We were here for like 5 minutes.
I know. Yeah.
A little ways ahead of you,
Yeah.
on this very thin mountain pass, you see a very weathered pack and a tent still nailed in by 2 points to the side of the mountain.
It's just wow.
Yeah, D will return both Mute and Star, and in a fit of sadness and anger, he's going to start making his way over towards it.
All right. Give me a dexterity check. Phoebe, it's worth noting, you're not hitched to anybody at the moment.
Okay.
I'm still hitched to...
Milo?
You've got just enough slack to get out there. I'll allow it. You can keep that 15.
Okay, yeah, so 16 total.
Okay. All right. As you make your way over, you grab onto the pack. You can see the tent seems to be pretty empty. It's just getting whipped around in the wind. Seems like it's only a matter of time before the last 2 spikes are finally pulled out of the wall. You grab onto the pack. It's very, very aged. But sticking out the side is a massive fang. As you grab it,
A Yeti.
and head back to the crew. Give me a perception check.
I see it.
It's 22.
Frick yeah,
Gonna
baby.
see the Yeti.
New Gordo.
As you look down, as you're kind of spinning, you grab the pack. You see a large white and green creature with one chipped fang, holding in its free arm one Gordo,
Oh.
hauling himself up the mountain.
My God. He'll never look for it again.
As the two of you, looking out over the ravine, are like, huh? As you can see Malcolm just slowly hovering back up. Gordo calls from down below, I told you it was real!
Oh my
You
god!
son of a...
I knew!
Gordo!
But you do see Gordo's leg
Messed up.
completely jacked. As he's being hauled up,
His good one?
his good one. As he's like, I knew it! I knew it was real! As the creature gets him to the side of the mountain and hauls him back down, it gives him a knowing look, and Gordo, without even thinking, is like, the pack, boy, the pack. And he takes the Yeti's fang out and he goes, sorry I took it all those years ago. I owe you more than I can express. As the creature just goes, and just backhands him into the wall and slides back down into the ravine. Gordo's just like completely bruised and shaken. He's like, I told you,
What was that?
there were doubters out there.
Did you scan it?
Can I do, like, in a state of, like, shock and awe
Just-
as it's coming down?
Yeah, give me a quick scan, because I'll say you've got the time from when it's coming up to when it drops back down.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeti, the Yeti Pokemon. The Yeti is a Yeti, and it lives in the snow.
Let's
Yeti.
do... Yeah, we're just
We
gonna
make
do
snow cones.
investigation.
They're lemon.
That'll be 4 with the plus 2. 22?
Heck yeah, baby!
Woohoo!
This is the first ever scanning
Of the
of an
Yeti.
Obama snow in the Laris region.
Hey.
Called it, baby!
You did.
Congratulations and well predicted.
Sick.
As Gordo sits clutching his pack, he opens it up and reveals a large, now cracked, framed photo of his crew.
Oh, man.
History checks from the two of you.
Oh, my God.
Here we go.
No.
Oh,
Here we go.
Jeez.
And Ona's here too.
Oh, my God.
Jesus.
That's
7.
a fair point.
9.
Who wants to roll for Ona? D
D
roll
can
for
do
Ona.
it. I got
Okay.
a
Give me a
9.
toss. Give me a toss for Ona.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
on.
9, whatever her thing is.
Okay, she's really good at history, thankfully. And also, it's kind of hard to
Not.
forget the face of your owner.
Oh.
What?
As Gordo pulls out the pack, Ona just very sheepishly looks over his shoulder and then very quickly just flicks her goggles down. And without a word, just climbs over to you, Milo. Just goes on your shoulder.
Okay. Do you know these people? they look familiar to me, at least. Like, I've seen them before. Like, 9. I rolled a 9.
In the moment,
No.
in the moment, only one.
Okay.
And it's only because there's a rock ruff on his shoulder.
This is your team, Gordo?
I was paid to find some to bring them up here in search of something.
Oh, so another Captain Fry situation.
Yeah.
They kept the details light.
Yep.
It's a need-to-know basis.
And they were specifically looking for this Yeti too? Or they were looking for something else?
The Yeti was an unhappy accident.
I'm presuming they were looking for a stone,
The bird?
a rock.
An ice rock.
We'll relay to D things that Devin knows.
Things that I've known.
We'll catch you up. Okay.
Just
Got it.
fade to black, and then
Okay.
you know.
What?
So yeah, they give me vibes that like they're doing, they know more and are doing something similar to what we're doing. They're just way more knowledgeable and better equipped.
Well,
Apparently not.
maybe.
But yeah, they keep, every time we run into like grizzled adventurers, they like led them on
They
a trip somewhere.
pop up, yeah.
Dang.
I'm gonna let out Claremont so he can see that Gordo
Okay.
is alive.
Yeah, he very begrudgingly, like the laser's super delayed and slow. As he comes out.
He's alive!
Woo! As he lets out a massive
Confirmation's
howl,
ruined.
and you can see a little on the other side of the ravine, a little bit of snow falls. He goes,
Yeah, let's not do that again.
he just runs over. As Gordo's like, aye lad, you did good.
Can we go back now? Can we go to Etiola now?
Yeah, can we get out of here, Gordo?
As Claremont just hurt.
All right.
Yeah, let's go back.
I've had enough adventures for one day.
Yeah, plus you don't have a choice. Your legs don't work.
Yeah, we found the Yeti. You're correct. We will
Aye.
back you up 110% on anybody who doubts you ever
Yes.
again.
I mean, you have a picture of it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna be
Yeah,
famous.
it's a picture of Gordo being back. Ah, see, look at that! It captures my heroism. You're like, yeah, yep.
You done good.
On this episode of Squatch Hunters.
We found a squatch. It's an Eddiolan squatch.
Did it.
It's got some tinges of grass type. Locals call it skunk ape. All right, as you guys make your way back down the path, very gingerly this time, hopping down and climbing the ropes for
Yes.
those of you that have free hands.
Yes.
As Malcolm just very angrily, he's like, stupid Gordo, told you the Yeti would just kill you. And he's like, but it didn't, lad. I'm alive. As you make your way down the other, safer path,
Yes, thank God.
you see finally 2 enormous runes of protection,
Ooh.
covering most of Etiola proper.
Okay.
Interesting. I wonder if the size dictates the protection.
Level.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out next time, won't we?
Hello.
Hello! See you in the next one. Thank you all so very, very much for watching. Goodbye.
Peace out.
God.
Narrowly escaping certain doom and being rescued by the mythical Yeti, the Tots finally arrive in Etiola. If you enjoyed this leg of the Tater Tots journey, leave a like on the video and show them your support. If you'd like to keep up with the Tots in the future, why not subscribe to the channel? If you'd like to help us out in other ways, you can follow the links in this video's description box to the Patreon. From there you can join the discussion in our Discord servers, check out the post shows still rolling, and get access to some extra special content before it goes live. There's also a link if you'd like to check out some Boarding Party merch, and let us know in the comments below what you think about these mysterious runes and the Yeti, and what awaits our friends to the west. Thanks for watching Boarding Party. We'll catch you next week.